you know, so before I start this, as for people who might have been here for a long time, such as just friends, for example, that I've known for a long time, I did used to make some Ninjala videos. I'll say that, the least. But I stopped doing that for a reason. I stopped it playing Ninjala for a reason. I'll explain why I'm back here now, but like not permanently. But today I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to talk about my side of Ninjala's, I guess we'll say, downfall. This game caused a lot of real life problems for me, such as I said, trust issues, and pretty much socializing. So, I'll start off with just how I was introduced to Ninjala. Well, before I do that, actually, I want to say this, is that I am not going to mention anyone's name in this. I'm going to keep those names anonymous to avoid unnecessarily drama, and I want people to know that these events happened like 2 to 3 years ago. So this stuff happened in the past, and I would not like for anyone to try to investigate into any of these further, as I'm already just moved on from this, and I'd rather not continue these topics. I'm only talking about this because I want to, or in hopes, to protect others and prevent anything that happened, or stuff that happened in the past, like happen now in the present, really. So, yeah, I want to also be clear, for those who are not aware, I do have a disability called autism, and one of them is having, like, I guess, horrible communication. So, I'm going to try to make this as clear as I can, but all of my problems started when Ninjala kind of was getting on the downside. So, let's just start from the beginning. And I'm just going to let you know, this is my point of view on everything that I have witnessed it and has experienced it with Ninjala since my first start of Have to all the way to when I crit. So, it was back when I was just finishing up pretty much middle school. I was a teen, so yeah, young and stupid, as you would guess. And I discovered Ninjala. I got curious about it, and I decided to play it, and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna, I guess, now I'm not gonna mention that name, even though it's well known, probably here on the channel. So I asked one of my real life friends, so I showed my real life friends this game. One of my best friends I known from childhood, and they also got into this game as well. And we played it for a lot of time. In fact, we even saw a YouTuber that we also, played with. Until at some point, I started noticing my best friend was staying distance from this YouTuber. I'm not going to be specific on who, but I was noticing it. And at some point, so this was like probably after, after the summer, like I was finished at middle school, and me and my best friend was entering high school. So, yeah. So, I was like asking like my best friend here, my real life best friend here, like, why are you avoiding this guy? Why are you avoiding the person you joined the stream with, or something like that? And he showed me that this dude committed something that was, we'll say, bad. We'll say, and I hate to use these words on my channel, and moreover, I want to keep these type of people away from my channel to protect you guys. But for right now, I'm just going to explain. So my best friend told me this dude was dating a minor. Yeah. So this grown man dated a minor. Now, so for those who are probably somehow confused on, okay, so what's the issue here? Well, an adult is not supposed to date a minor. If we're talking about online terms, this is not allowed. This was not allowed at all, and it was gross. And I was confused because I never, like, I was like stupid, young, confused, like innocent, such like that. I didn't even know what the hell this was. So, yeah, so neither did my best friend until they looked it up, and oh my god. Anyway, so like, yeah, that point, like I saw why my best friend left. I did at some point, but someone I met though, there was like two people I met. I'm gonna keep one of them out of it because they don't have really anything to do with this. But one of them I did know, someone that I was really close to, that I met in Ninjala. I had a really close bond with him. We had a nice like regular relationship, not a romance relationship, to be clear, like just a normal relationship, and they were still hanging around that YouTuber, and I noticed this, so I pretend to act like I was like, oh, I'm sorry for what I said to this YouTuber and that, and I decided to stay there and watch over my friend. I did it, just to be clear, I did it for my friend's protection, because I didn't want my friend to be manipulated or become a victim of such. So I stayed there until I noticed that my friend stopped it, showing up to those streams, that are YouTube streams, and eventually I disappeared on my own terms. So from there on in, there was still, like, yeah, just such. It's really hard to put in words. Like I said, I have horrible communication, but yeah, since then, I'm gonna go on to the next thing. So probably like a few years, like, or a year after, like, so some point, so my best friend, and I, my real life best friend and I were training. I was helping him getting ready for the WNA tour, which are these little tournament events that are hosted by the developers, as such. Until this guy that a lot of people looked up to in Ninjala, got exposed. If also, I think, doing some, I guess, dating minor, perhaps, maybe something like that. So yeah, and my best friend like broke down. My best friend broke the hell down. He was crying, and honestly, that is literally the example of what betrayal feels like. That was like the biggest example of what betrayal was like, and I'm like, yeah, we should have expected that coming. So yeah, now there was also two other people who used to be around that, three people actually, I think, that used to be around that YouTuber. I forgot what they did, except for one of them. One of them like took a picture of a specific spot, we're not going to say, and send it to a minor. That's one of the people that used to be around that guy's streams. It's just nasty to just hear that. It's that bad. I don't even know how to reply to it. But yeah. So there was a lot of people that were pretty much in Ninja that was exposed it for doing stuff to minors, we'll say. So yeah, there was a lot of people that were also like saying stuff that was offensive and inappropriate as well in Ninja, doing actions that were also inappropriate as well in Ninja, and such. So yeah, that really, and eventually at some like eventually when we saw like the whole this guy we looked up to, my best friend broke down stuff like that. I literally said, like I think it was at that point. I think someone else got, or maybe either that or another person who, like, I think when another person got exposed, I forgot that one. Um, they, I literally said to my real life best friend that we need to quit this game. This community is getting worse. Now, I'm blaming the downfall of Ninja because I'm blaming Ninja because like I'm not blaming. I'm blaming Ninja's community and also the developers for not. Well, okay, I'll explain what's going on with the developers. I'm gonna just mainly blame the community for not somehow keeping their brain cells together. Cause I don't know how the hell you can't keep yourself away from someone. Now, at some point, um, like at some point, my best friend found out that I think that Ninjala, like this was actually I think confirmed it. I think Ninjala I think was only like was made only to make money. They didn't care about the game at all. That's why there was no new content that came out because they were only using Ninjala for money. Greed. I say, it was only made for greed. That was really it. That was the whole thing of Ninjala. And like, yeah. Now I will be honest. Like, there was some stuff. So I did met someone in Ninja, but they were not really good. How do I explain it? So, this wasn't a person that was a streamer. This was a person that, like I was just be clear, I was a teen, so I was stupid and such at the time. So, I got manipulated and was forced to be pushed into something that I never asked it for. I don't want to be specific on what it was, but they basically did something to me that this is a she, by the way. They did this girl, or maybe I don't even know really who or what, did something to me that I they basically they tried to destroy my whole life, really, actually, but they made me do a specific something that I never asked for. I never asked for it, and yeah, I was pushed into it. Luckily, in the end, I managed to escape that along with my friends who were also involved. But yeah, I was pushed into something I never asked it for, and yeah, it was bad, and yeah, and that's basically why I have horrible times socializing and traumatizing events. Now, obviously, probably a lot of people might notice I didn't go into every single detail, and the reason why is because this is something I already moved on from, because that stuff was like 2 to 3 years ago, and this is stuff from in the past and such. And yeah, it was a really dark day and such. I know I haven't been cleared on everything that, like, really, but I hope that this is enough for you guys to understand that this game has hurt me emotionally, physically, and has broke me a lot. So, your question might be asking now is, why am I here streaming it? Well, I left 2 to 3 years ago. It's 2026, and yes, last night my real life best friend was like saying like I'm just gonna go give Ninja a visit, and I was actually, because of the traumatizing event, I was scared to go back to Ninjala, really, or even bother to. Like, I didn't tell my best friend that because I don't know what the reaction would be, but I did though, like, I guess afterwards. I don't know how to really make it clear, like I said, communication problems. So yeah, but yeah, so I thought I could go with him to see what the game is like today, but well, that didn't happen because he preferred to just play on his own. I respect that, obviously, but yeah. So I from yesterday to today, I I basically took a look at Ninjala, and it's pretty much dead as I speak. Because of like the whole like when there was I guess the confirmed that like Ninjala was only like I guess not confirmed I guess exposed if that Ninjala was only made for like money or something like that. I don't really know the full story, but I'm just going by whatever my memory can remember. But it was something like that. But like since then, like there has been no new content, and I think that they're pretty much done developing Ninja now. Like this free game that could have actually been good has unfortunately fallen and is now in debate. I guess we'll say not debate, not debris, debris or something like that. Ashes. It's pretty much a game that's fallen, and it's sad, honestly, because the game did have potential. Okay, it was fun, but if it wasn't made for greed and it actually kept the bad people out of the game, like this game could have been still alive. But sadly, though, that wasn't the case. So yeah, I want to just so that's basically all I have to say about Ninja, and my reason why I'm just checking this out is because I'm curious on how it is now today. And I already saw what it's like. It doesn't. It seems like all the people that was once there, including the bad people, seems to be pretty much gone. But yeah. I want to make some clearance here. Is as I said, I don't want people to really be looking into some of these things because this was like 2 to 3 years ago, and I already moved on from this, really, because why should we look at the past when we know we can make a better tomorrow, really? So that's my words of saying, really. And I've basically told my stories because I have hope that my stories can help people like speak up if they are in danger or hopefully avoid any situations that they get into and such, like at least related to this situation at least that I have. So I hope that my stories will help others that are suffering some of these things, and potentially I hope that this can also stop like these things from happening. I know it's my word. I know it's just my word and such, and only one person can do so much, really. So whoever sees this, I do hope that you keep in mind that online is dangerous, just like the reality world we live in. Online is just as bad as reality. So always make sure that you are aware of stuff that is going on, I guess, to say. Or I guess I'll just, let me try that again. Let me try that again. I just want to make it clear to anyone that does roam the internet a lot. If you are a teenager or so, we'll say, I please promise, I guess to yourself, be careful. Not everyone on the internet is nice, and the internet is just as dangerous as the reality world that we live in. Because one day you can find someone that can ruin your whole existence, for all you know. Ruin your whole life, really. And that's my word. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Also speaking of which, like, there's always a lot of drama happening in Ninjala, but it seems like the game is like pretty much dead. Does Noah? Do you mean like does Noah like appear on my streams? Hello, Shade. I came across you earlier, didn't I, Shade? Yeah, I know there's gonna be a few people from like Ninjala popping up here. I want to be clear that I don't know if I'm gonna make content on Ninjala because since it has a dark history, I don't know if I want to really make this as like primarily stream content and such because this game was filled with a lot of bad people, we'll say, and I'm glad that there was still a lot of sane people in this. But like, yeah, and my years when I was playing Ninjala, okay, I was stupid as well. I will admit that I was stupid. Okay, maybe I should have been more careful on the internet, but I didn't because innocent, dumb, such like that, young and dumb, as I say. But yeah, but I hope, as I said, my experience will help save others, as I said. So with that said, let us take a look at how Ninjala is today in 2026. I already took a little look and gained at it from like yesterday, today. So from what it looks like, it's pretty much dead. Like it's pretty much dead here on like the English side of things. I'm pretty sure in like Japan it's still probably like popular, but like here, the English side, it's pretty much like dead. So yeah. Anyways, so after this, by the way, any of those like, oh, don't mind background sound. By the way, I'm just gonna be clear that for those people who probably for some reasons like, actually I'll just keep that aside actually, but yeah. Anyways, so let's see how Ninja is. Yep. And also, I'm a little bit of a veteran, by the way. I know I'm level 200, but I'm a veteran, so I played since Season 2. I joined in Season 2, I think. But, yeah. And now, this game, like, also, by the way, for my story, also, by the way, for most part, by the way, I'm not going to tolerate any, like, attackers that, like, that thinks that, oh, like, I guess, I don't know how to play it, like, explain it, really. For example, like, someone knew how it was returned to, yeah, for example. So, I'm not tolerating attackers. Like I said, this is my experience from, like, 2-3 years ago. I already left that behind me, like, because there's always brighter days ahead, and I'm a whole new person, like, since then, so, yeah. So, anyways, let's just, I guess, I don't really know how to start off, really, like, I don't really know how to start off, like, with this. Because I could pretty much answer that to you, like, oh, lower the volume? Sure. Game volume, was it? Or was it my volume? Josh, I don't think you realize the history on this game, dude. Okay, yeah, we can do private battle, I suppose. Also, for those that, for some reason, decides to, I guess, try this, that's your choice, by the way, if you choose to try, stick with the game, whatever it is. I don't think I'm going to be making much, like, content out of this. This game is pretty much, like, it's, I don't know, man, like, I can't even, like, bother to, like, sit here and, like, look at this game, because the amount of, like, torment it brought to me, like, I can't, I really can't. Okay. Just making some quick messages, that's all. Alright, so, hey, we'll do passcode of, okay, password will be 2554. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'm gonna turn off this. I'm gonna turn off research because I know how broken that is, pretty much. I'm gonna keep voice chat off, random... I think we're pretty much good to go. Alright. Let me change my kit. Honestly, I'm pretty sure like most weapons in the game is also broke. Well, not most of them. Stands, like kick X stands and friggin' I don't know, that newer weapon, the fan with like the shield, looks pretty broken to me. I know that I noticed that there has been a few changes going on in there, but yeah. 2554, I think I said, or it's either 2445. It's one of them. Next Tomodachi live stream, well, it was supposed to be this week, but honestly, I had to let my story out. I had to let it out off my chest, though. I had to let the story off my chest, dude. I had to let it off my chest, really. Because that stuff that, like, traumatized me in the past, like, that stuff ain't easy to, like, usually let go. Like, so... I pretty much had to say, I pretty much wanted to, as I said, explain my story, so in hopes that it can help people. code in chat? Well, I don't remember it. My brain don't work that well. Yeah, yes, we're doing remember. Here, wait, hold on. Let me just like 2554. Yeah, 2554. I turn off lab also for those who are, like, trying this. By the way, just to be clear. But, again, I wouldn't, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't say the game is worth playing, personally. Because, like I said, a lot of stuff went down with this game. Despite it being free, a lot of stuff went down with this game, and honestly, I just can't, really. Like, I'm surprised I'm even, like, thought of streaming it, really. Just to see how it is now. Pretty much it's dead. We know that. So, like, yeah. Honestly, Takeda, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really think this might. I don't know if this really is gonna go well. Might not. Not too sure. Look, all I'm gonna say is that if some guy, if like some specific guys, like show up here, and it's someone, if it's one of the guys that did something bad, oh, I'm right there. Nope, quick ban, and that's pretty much it. Cause I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with the stuff that's from the past. I'm surprised I'm even sitting here right now playing this game. Really. But I chose this though, in the end. That's all I have to keep in mind, is that I did chose this in the end. And yeah, there was a lot that, like, happened, really, like before. I just don't want the past, like, haunting me again, because I don't need it, really. Like I said, I let that go, that's final. So, is there any... So, is there anyone else who... Is that everyone? Hold on, just make sure it's that everyone. Yeah, I might, because, like, again, I don't... Okay, I'm gonna assume that's everyone, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna run into. Oh. Okay, I guess... Okay, I'm gonna just assume it's just 4 of us then. I just... Okay, I'm just gonna start it, and let's just see how this goes. I'm not good at the game, I can say that, especially when I still have, like, input delay. So, yeah. No, dude. What, Josh, did you hear a word I said when I first started this? This game was literally, like, if I'm correct, exposed it for only, like, I guess it was, like, only made for money. Like, this game was made only for money, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this game was exposed for it. This game is done. This game is dead, plus done. Like, I'm surprised I'm even streaming this, my guy. Like, I don't mean to, like, slightly crash out, just to be clear, but this game's not. Oh crap! I forgot to turn off the. I forgot to turn on the send to avoid copyright music. Oh shoot. Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, like, you gotta accept the truth though, my guy. Like, you gotta accept the truth of what happened with the game. Like, I'm just saying. And again, just saying, that's my point of view. Again, that was my point of view, just like as a reminder. So, things I could say is probably wrong, things I could say is probably right, maybe. I can't say, so I can't speak, so really, whatever really happened in the game, I'm just taking my nose away from it, because that's like I said, this is all like stuff that happened like 2 years ago, like I repeat again. So I'm just leaving all that behind, really. I'm probably not going to make content out of this to begin with, really. Oh, damn. The game is more dead than my grandma. Okay, damn. Jeez, that was a bit freaking harsh to say, wasn't it?
On to the second half.
2 hours of this game. I'm just gonna see what happens. Really. Like I said, like, I'm not tolerating anything. Like, that's. I'm not gonna tolerate anything that like pretty much straightforward would happen. Or anyone. I'm not. I should have guessed it. Nice combo. Damn. I got assist on that. Well, what do you mean? Like, was anyone mean to, like, what? Like, when I... Well, no, it's just, there were some people that are just, like, literally were creeps on this game. And, like before, like, I can't explain in full detail, but, like, there was, like, well, besides, like, one person that, like, manipulated me and made me do something that I never asked for. Like, besides that, like, there's just some people that I have encountered and maybe probably once was around until I discovered something. But, like, I just don't, in other words, I just don't want to be, like around. Just it's hard to put in words because I generally just don't want all that Ninjala conflict. Like, I just don't want all that Ninjala conflict to come right here because I said my point of view, or because if someone recognized it who I'm talking about when I was talking about my point of view, then, like, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't want that stuff from the past to like end up here because it's not necessary. I only was sharing my side of the story because I want to prevent people from like being like lured into these things that they don't have to be like involved in. Like, you know, just to be clear, as I said, my communication isn't like clear. No, my communication isn't like clear, as I said, because my disability and stuff. I just want to remind that. So, okay, I'm just gonna ask: is there anyone else joining? Just for context, I just want to know. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a second. Anyone else appearing? No. 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 Nobody else. Alright, I think we'll just stop in, I guess. We'll start opening. Look, it's fine, Josh. It's just you should really you should probably understand that not everyone is like as nice as you might think. Like, there are some people, like, just remember that, like, just remember, Josh, that, like, not everyone is who you might think they are. Like, someone can be, like, something completely different, and I literally witnessed those things, too. Like, Shinobi City, oh boy.
Ninjala!
The mayhem begins. Oh, farming. Yeah, no. Ah, no. Ah, nice. Yeah, no. That's literally why. You can... No, Takeda, you're not being rude, okay? No. Some people actually really need to notice because actually, like, if you have, like, also, by the way, if you have the sense of, like, if you... The power of, Bro, what? I just respawned. Wait, hold on. At least let me gather my senses before I friggin... I still cannot believe I still have like I still have a general decent sense. Like, I... Oh, damn. No! No! That's crazy. I forgot to turn off the thing. I'm hoping that it doesn't get picked up because I really don't. Goddamn. Unfortunately, those what are those things called? The pod in like the pod in like statue. Like that. Damn. Okay, I think someone was there.
Just 30 seconds left.
No. If I had quick respawn, maybe I should try applying these things. Maybe. No way! Why? Oh man. Alright, GG's.
The drone master is. The Epo master is.
Alright, let's just make a message real quick. I don't want to believe I won. I ain't believing that I won. That's all I'm gonna say. Let us take a little peek now. I'll look at my kit first. I'm gonna just stick with Katana from here. Millie. Alright, I'm just gonna check again. Anyone else? Anyone else? I think we're gonna start again. Honestly, why am I expecting like more people to join? Like Ninjala is like just full on dead now. Like the only battles you can really get into is team battles. The only reason why it's practically dead, probably I'm gonna say base. Actually, I don't even know if it's level based really. Like I don't even think like people can get into like a match anymore. Like the game is. I mean, to be fair, like, I don't know, really, what to say to that, Josh. Like, you tried your best, man. Like, that's, like, better than nothing. I gotta really put that setting on.
Battle Royale!
I'll put that setting on after this, probably. Hopefully I can. Oh, Sprake's Valley, great. Where they add this drone that causes, you to have a big power-up and automatically epone any player. For real, it's a pay-to-win. It is a pay-to-win game. This game is like, look, if the game didn't have such like, if this game didn't have such like, a. My drone. Oh. Ah. Damn. Yeah, I know. Pay to win, I know. It is a pay to win game, really. Why do you think it's a lost cause? Like, I think this whole stream is just gonna be me just trash talking about Ninjala probably, but like, then again, like. My drone! Okay, I still got it, but like, brother. I mean, the game's pretty much free. Normally, but just... I tried. I don't remember much, really. Yeah, I expected that. I probably could have lasted a hit there before I did anything.
Set drone sighting.
That's such a drone, bro. Just another good thing to just be wary about. In terms of my Splatoon the better option, yes, definitely. Okay, sure, you might have to pay almost $100 for the game, but like, at least it's not pay to win. Like at least like the. I couldn't even God. What? Is that a build? Wait, what? Oh no. You can keep that away from me. No, thank you. No, thank you, brother. I'm out of here. No. You can't give the most powerful man, like, more power. You can't just do that. That's not how it works. You can't just do that, no. Is it...
Just 30 seconds left.
I have a sense of like Frank. Auto target. Okay, I didn't die, but auto target, damn it. Like, ugh.
The drone master is. The home master is.
Sorry guys, I got to turn on the fan. I'm sorry. There's too much background sounds. I know, it's annoying probably, but I had to turn it on, though. If I could turn it down, I could, but yeah, I think you can't hear me now, I don't think. Let me just listen to it. Let me just... I think we know that. Oh man, that was something, that's for sure. Yeah, but like, what else is there gonna be to do now with the game, though? What are you gonna do with the game now? Like, this game is like pretty much like done. Like. Honestly, can you even get the Master Ninja anymore? Like, answer me this. Answer me this. Can you even get the Master Ninja anymore or something now? Wait, no, that's the... Wait. Oh, never mind. Wait. Never mind, that's not it. Okay, can anyone even get the God Ninja anymore, actually? Like, can someone tell me, can you even get the God Ninja anymore? Like... Because this, I tried to get into like ranked matches. You can't even find a single person. If you will find one person, that's pretty much it. Okay, Can't, like, even the event, the featured battle, even that's dead. Like, is it just me that's experienced this? Or is it, like, everyone else? Next time, let's open this up on my PC. Whoops. Just... Alright. I don't know. Really. I used to play rank. I don't now. Pretty much. Can't even if I wanted to. I can't play even if I wanted to, so like... Anyways, yeah. You know, it's interesting how they decide to add like a bunch of different like voice lines now for this. Like, I don't think this. I don't know what to say. Like, I have no expectations really. That's my KO, boy. I'll be taking that. Thank you, Pod. Whatever it is. Whatever the hell it is. Oh, I guess. So that's where it came from.
Ninjala!
Alright, alright. I see. My freaking Jerome, you son of a gun. Oh. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. No, okay. Wait, I need to back up. I can't physically do anything. I was getting pointed by like 20 things. I was getting pointed by like 20 things. You didn't have to use that much damn stuff. But, what? GG's again. How are we looking? Okay, that was how GG's, well. A little bit of lag. I haven't really experienced any lag. Alright, then jump into another match. Guess it's not really much else to do really in this case, so. Okay. So far this has been pretty fine, but like I might be like I might take a look at the WNA resort to see if it actually has made a difference. I mean I have been there a few times already, so my understanding is pretty much dead. I might, not too sure. Eternus, I think you might already know the answer, probably.
The battle begins at WNA Academy!
That is an old outfit. Oh.
Ninjala!
Holy crap. Okay, damn. Had to freaking summon a mayhem on me. Oh, there ain't no way. Ah, so close. Damn. Oh my lord. I'm getting dead last. I'm definitely not winning this one. I'm not gonna win this one. What's it a drone? Okay. We can't complain.
This one's good!
Still hyena too. Yeah, some old stuff from like back in like season like 3, I say, like 5, London.
On to the second half!
Nope. Yeah, pretty much Ninjala does suck. Alright. Yes, I know, Josh. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end probably just end this one early because there's a lot of stuff happening in the real life world for me right now as well. If I'm honest, do I say this game is relative? No. Considering a lot of stuff that happened and considering it's also dead, I don't think it's really even worth for like new people to come into this, really. So yeah, to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna make this even content if I wanted to. Even if I thought about like even if I thought of doing so, like I just can't really. This game is just no, like too much stuff happened here. Too much events happen to me with this game. Just no. Like in fact, it makes me mad. Like actually. Like, I don't even know why I decided to just be like, oh, let's just check it out. I don't know why I did, really. In fact, I'm very uncomfortable right now when I was just playing this. Like, I'm very uncomfortable as I'm just sitting here just playing this on stream. So, I think, that said, where is it? I think with that said, no more. I think that's probably the last bit I'm ever gonna touch, really. Honestly. Just no. So yeah, I just want to be clear again that like a lot of stuff that I mentioned at the start of my story, I don't really want that being looked into because that stuff is just from the past, really. And I already moved on from that. Those were just experience. So, yeah. If you guys have your own opinion on the game, that's fine. I respect that. But personally, this game's just no. Just... Well, I know I'm ending early today. Not something I normally do. But this was just to experience, really. The game once more. This is pretty much it. I'm not making any more content on this or even gonna bother to because I can't risk anything, really. Like this game, like it makes me really mad. Like really mad, to be honest. And yeah. So at that point I'm just gonna leave this now. So long, Ninjala, and thank you, Fluffy, so much for joining in and also listening to the story I had, because honestly, like, letting out stories like that usually does actually take a lot of courage and stuff. So, as I said, the only reason why I let out those stories is in hopes that it can help someone else to avoid getting like pressured or manipulated or such like that, and not get, you know, dragged down a hole of hell. Because this game, that game broke me. It broke me a lot, and it took a long time to be repaired. Just saying. So yeah. So with that said, I'm just gonna leave it behind now. Because visit. That was it, pretty much, I guess I'll say. Maybe. I don't even know, really, anymore, but, yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I am probably never doing that again, and next time it's Sunday, it's going to be Tomodachi Life, to confirm that. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!